shared revenue, and in that time, the city's obligation to our pension system continue to grow. The fiscal demands have increasingly squeezed city budgets, and a day of reckoning was soon imminent. Now, I've spoken frequently about the consequences that we faced as a city. Unimaginable cuts to the fire department, unimaginable cuts to the police department, unavoidable cuts to our libraries, which would have almost certainly shuttered this great facility and so many others like it in neighborhoods all across Milwaukee. From the outset, I knew that the only way forward required legislative change in Madison. And for the first time in decades, serious discussions began with legislative leaders. There were stark differences of opinion, spirited debates, and more than a few late nights in the Capitol. I didn't focus on blame or excuses. I instead aimed for solutions. Yet there were highly objectionable and unrelated provisions that were tacked on, and I fought those. Nevertheless, Act 12 delivers a fiscal path forward. With shared revenue provisions and with the local option sales tax, Milwaukee finally has some fiscal stability. While the sales tax is not collected on groceries, the sales tax is not collected on prescription drugs, I acknowledge that residents here in Milwaukee will contribute more. They'll contribute more to the city's budget. But for the first time, and this is really, really important, for the first time ever in Milwaukee, visitors, commuters, convention goers, tourists, they will start paying directly into the system for the services that they receive from the city. And that's entirely appropriate. And this marks the culmination of an unprecedented effort by my team at City Hall, by state and local officials as well, along with outside groups and individuals who all came together to resolve Milwaukee's fiscal challenges. And I want to honor the work that's been done and to highlight the significance of this accomplishment. I cannot possibly name everyone who helped Milwaukee attain these fiscal goals. I do want to mention, though, the Metropolitan Milwaukee Association of Commerce, our partners at Milwaukee County, the courageous support from Republican and Democrats in Madison, and the many people who offered their support. I want to thank our governor, Tony Evers, who was instrumental in this effort. I want to thank as well Wisconsin Assembly Speaker Robin Voss. I want to thank Representative Tony Kurtz, Representative Bob Donovan. I want to thank as well Senate Majority Leader Devin Lemahue, Senator Mary Felskowski, who are the lead sponsors on this as well. It's no coincidence that we're in the 12th Aldermanic District, the 12th district, represented by Common Council President Jose Perez. I've said this before, but President Perez was a regular visitor to the state capitol along with me. He joined me in public hearings and in closed-door meetings as well. And most importantly, he guided his colleagues on the Milwaukee Common Council to an affirmative vote on this. So thank you so much, Mr. President. It's difficult, it really is, to imagine a more important Common Council action in Milwaukee's history. But with this file, we've avoided disaster. And equally important, we've set the stage for a positive future in our city. With investments in police and in firefighters, our residents can look forward to greater public safety and quicker responses to emergencies. Our libraries will continue to innovate, serving everyone in our community, from our youngest learners all the way up to job seekers, to curious residents in all parts of our city. And we'll make sure that our fiscal obligations are fully met. With my signature today, we'll initiate the state administrative process to collect a 2% local sales tax. Based on the prescribed timelines, the sales tax collection should begin on January 1st of 2024. There are so many great things ahead for the city of Milwaukee. There really are. There really are. I believe in this city, and I am optimistic about the future of the city of Milwaukee. And with fiscal stability at city government, I'm even more optimistic about that. Thank you all so much. At this time, I'm going to offer an opportunity for, again, Milwaukee Common Council President and 12th District Alderman Jose Perez to take the mic. Mr. President.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Come on now. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
And welcome to the best library in the city, by the way. I just want to add on to the accolades of thank you that the mayor said on behalf of the council. We wanted to thank everyone that the mayor mentioned. There are a lot of people to thank. You know who you are. You know what you've done. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. This week, the Common Council accepted the responsibility imposed upon it and approved a sales tax. With the mayor's signature, we are on a path towards fiscal stability. The word that comes to mind is relief. Relief that for the first time in years, the city can prepare a budget without a dark shadow over it. But there's frustration too. Frustration that we were asked to tax our residents rather than be given a fair return on our region's economic output. And there's some anger that this crisis was used as an opportunity to impose provisions that unfairly and unnecessarily reduce local control. But I will tell you that I'm hopeful that this may be the turning point in the trajectory of our city, our great city. Hopeful that by stabilizing our finances, we might be able to ease the burden of this new tax on our most vulnerable and create a city where we are all safer, where we can access opportunity, and where our standard of living is elevated to a level long overdue, and that's for everybody. This is an opportunity worth being grateful for and goal towards which I will say my colleagues, which I want to especially thank throughout this process, on the council are excited to begin working on. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. And at this time, again, there were so many partners in City Hall, on the Common Council, in the legislature who supported this initiative to help us to get to this moment today. And so at this time, I want to allow an opportunity for any of our partners who have helped to get us here to speak. I know we're joined by Alderman Brostoff, we're joined by Alderman Westmoreland, we're joined by State Senator Latanya Johnson, by State Representatives Sylvia Ortiz-Velez, Christine Sinicki, others. I want to offer an opportunity for them to speak if they so choose. It's not necessary, but if you'd like to do that, the floor is yours now. All right. I guess we're ready to get to the main event. So we're ready to get to the main event. So at this time, I'm going to sign the file.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
No, it's like DOR.
We need to. Thank you.